What's up, guys? We're live. We have a good card in a couple hours. We got Curtis Blaydes versus Chris Daukaus. Yeah, man, I know that I'm a little late. Usually I do this, like Thursday or Friday. I think last week I actually did it on Saturday too. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I don't think I'm gonna have a lot of people live just because I'm late. But yeah, I cannot wait to talk about this card. What up, Bo Jackson? What up, Biker Boy? So we'll talk about last card real quick, and then we'll dive in this card. We'll keep it short and sweet. Last week had a really big night for bets. I bet on Arnold Allen and Paul Craig, and they both came through. I won 8.15 units. So last week was a great night for me. Good bounce back because I lost the week before. 3-1 my last 4 cards for betting. So let's keep that streak. Let's keep it 2 cards in a row, 4 out of 5, and keep it going, man. I'm excited for this card. I do have 2 bets. Well, 3 bets. I got a prop bet, and then I got 2 straight bets. So we'll talk about that. Arnold Allen went out there and dominated the fight, got a first-round finish, and Paul Craig went out there and did what he always does, man, and got that submission, so it was nice. Okay, without further ado, let's talk about this card. First fight of the night, we got Saldana versus Bruno Souza. I will admit that I really did not watch tape in this fight, so I can't really, give a great prediction on this fight. Souza's, fought against, I believe, Melsick in his debut and got dominated. He fought against Melsick, right? Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure he did. And then Luis Saldana's been around. He fought against Jordan Griffin in a very close fight, and then he fought Lingo and stuff. Yeah, this is a pretty close fight. They're both strikers. I'll go with Saldana. I think that he has a little more experience, but like I said earlier, I'm not confident in this pick. I didn't, really look into it. So I got Saldana. Next fight, we got Matthias Nikolai versus David Dvorak. Yeah, this is a good fight. It's a very close fight. This is one of those fights that could go either way, man. I thought about betting it, but then I said, you know what? I'm just going to sit back and watch because it's a very close fight. I'm actually going to be going with Nikolai here. I think that both these fighters are good, but, Dvorak is definitely, making a huge step up. He's not fighting, Espinoza anymore. He's fighting guys like Nikolai, who's a top 10 dude. Nikolai's striking's good. I mean, he has good boxing. He has a grapple advantage for sure. I think that he has to go out there and take down Dvorak because on the feet, I do think Dvorak has the better striking. I think Dvorak has really good weight kicks. I think he has good pressure, good right hand, and he is a pressure fighter. Nikolai's a little chinny. We've seen him in the past, but yeah, I definitely think he has the better grappling here. I think Dvorak's going to be tough to hold down, but yeah, you got to give Nikolai the advantage on the mat. And I definitely think Nikolai has the more experience and he's fought the better competition, beat better competition. I mean, he's beat, Kopp and he's also beat Tim Elliott. I don't know if Dvorak would go out there and beat Kopp right now. So obviously it's all about the matchup, how they match up. And like I said, they're both fast. I believe Nikolai's winning the 3.88, Absorb 3.18. You can't really, I mean, Dvorak's winning at 4.46, but I mean, Dvorak only has 3 UFC fights, and they're all against cans. And Bruno Silva took him down 3 times, so I mean, that's something you got to look out for because I think Nikolai is a way better fighter than Bruno Silva. Nikolai definitely has good counter striking too. So, what else? Good straight left, yeah. So. Very, very close fight, but I'll give the edge to Nikolai. And Nikolai's 5-1 in the UFC. I mean, Nikolai is a good fighter. His only losses against Dustin Ortiz and kind of eye-opening performance. I'm kind of surprised he got knocked out. So I'll go with the guy who I think has the better grappling. I'll go with Matthias Nikolai. What up, Jesus? Yeah, man, Mecca 7 champ. I don't even know if there's going to be a Mecca. I tuned in to Mr. Arkansas's video yesterday. Shout out to him and shout out to Mecca. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't want to do it, it's all up to him. I'm not gonna talk shit of the guy or anything. I still support Mecca. Tonight's gonna be a big night. I can't wait to see who wins, man. All the guys in there are good, even though I talk shit about all of them in there. We'll see who ends up winning. I hope there's a Mecca 7, but like I said, I'm not gonna, go out there and bug him every day. Oh, dude, there better be a Mecca. Nah, man. If he doesn't want to do Mecca, then he doesn't have to do Mecca. I know it's a lot of work, so I'm still gonna be around and support the Mecca. So I support the Mecca, and obviously I got to pay the winner because I have the money for the pot. So if Ramirez wins, though, I'm probably gonna I'm not gonna pay him because fuck that dude. Just kidding. I like Alex, but yeah. Anyways, Shout out to all the 6 guys left in the Mecca. I don't know who's going to win. Honestly, they're all good. So I'm probably going to say it's going to be I say 2 cents going to win. Anyways, so next fight, we got Jennifer Maia versus Mananfordio. Yeah, man, this is one of those fights where I thought about, maybe playing Maia like pre-tape, and then you actually watch tape on this fight, and you're like, okay, this French girl's really good. She hasn't been tested yet, and Maia's definitely, no slouch. I mean, a lot of experience and stuff. She's, she's a decent fighter, but Fordio is just so much better on the feet. And obviously Maia has a grappling advantage, but is she going to go out there and even shoot? Sometimes she doesn't even go out there and shoot takedowns, dude. She falls in love with her striking, and it's not even close. So I got Fordio going out there and dominate her for the dub. Next fight, we got the Russian. We got Kezia versus Dennis Todian. Yeah, I got Khizriev here. He is definitely a small dude, but yeah, I definitely think he's going to go out there and dominate him on the mat. So I'll go with Khizriev with the win. What up, Alshamiris? Bo Jackson. Think we close to Joe Tiuliulin. Yeah, it's going to be a close fight. What up, Jesus? Yeah. All right, next fight, we got Chris Gutierrez versus Dana Batageral. This is another one of those fights. I'm picking the dog here in Gutierrez, but just like I said in the Nikolai fight, I can't bet him here. Like you don't bet every dog that you pick. That's one thing I've learned. I do pick a lot of dogs, but you can't bet every dog. Like I'm just not 100%. I'm not confident in betting on Nikolai because Bo just said it's going to be a very close fight. It's going to go probably to the judge and be a split. I can't bet on that fight. And also in this fight, it's going to be super close too, man. I can't bet on it. I think Chris Gutierrez, he has a good record in UFC. He has some of the best weight kicks out there. What gives him trouble is grapplers. You saw what Cody Durden did to him. But this is, a striker versus striker matchup. You got Gutierrez, who has good weight kicks. Factory X, good cardio. But yeah, like I mentioned, grapplers give him trouble. I don't think Dana's going to go out there and take him down. This is, pure striker fight. Dana's 3-1 UFC. We're going to get from him, man. He's a KO artist, He has a very good left hook. He has 3 knockouts in a row. Obviously, all against bums, in my opinion, who Gutierrez would beat. So this is a good stylistic matchup. You got a guy who has a good straight left and a guy who has very good weight kicks. It's going to probably be an ugly fight, very close. They both have good chins. So I'll go with Gutierrez with a very ugly, close decision. Next fight, we got Sarah McMann versus Carol Rosa. So this is one that I definitely put a lot of time into. I thought about parlaying her, man, with someone we'll talk about later. But, I'm going to stay away. I'm going to pick Carol Rosa for the win. But, McMann, she's 41. She's 14 years older. I mean, I'm going to basically, there's so many, there's a lot of advantages for Rosa to win. And I want to bet on Rosa really bad by parlay. It's just, I can't do it. I'm going to pick her, and I am confident picking her, but I'm not a big parlay guy. I'm really not. So I thought about parlaying her, but we're going to stay away. She has a lot of advantage in this fight. For one thing, her cardio is a lot better. Her striking is a lot better. But, yeah, she hasn't been tested yet. So this is one of those situations where she's fighting the best fighter she's ever fought. McMann, her striking has improved. You saw in her last fight against Pena. But the thing with McMann is she's a quitter. She's one of those girls that we like to fade. Just I like to fade the Misha Serkinovs. I like to fade the Krylovs. I like to fade the guys that we've seen quit multiple times. This is McMann. She's quit multiple times. She quit last fight against Pena. She's quit against Marion Renault. When the going gets tough, she quits. And, I wish the line on Rosa was a little better. I do think she's going to win. I think Rosa has a lot of volume. But if you do watch the tape on Rosa, she has a BJJ black belt. But Jocelyn Edwards took her down, and she's a striker. That was a little red flag for me because I do think McMahon's going to go out there and take her down. It's just what's she going to do with it, she was dominating the fight with Pena for the first 2 rounds. Second round, they actually gave Pena the round, even though she was off her back. Because McMann, she kind of just lays on you. She's just so strong and big, But like I mentioned, I got the girl 27 years younger. I got the girl who has way better striking, lots of volume, a good jab, a good right hand, and the cardio advantage. So, I mean, it's kind of setting it up like I want to bet on her, but I'm going to stay away. I'll go Carol Rosa. I think she finished Sarah McMann weight. But, yeah, man, if McMann goes out there and, gets the win, I wouldn't be surprised because she has the grappling advantage. She's physical. She's huge. She's very dominant on the mat. But, yeah, I just think that the cardio advantage for Rosa and the striking advantage alone is enough for me to pick Carol Rosa. So I'll go with Carol Rosa with the win. So next time we got Neil Magny, Max Griffin. This is another one of those fights we just mentioned. I already picked. I believe I picked 2 underdogs so far. This is another fight where people might be surprised, but I'm actually going to pick Max Griffin. But I'm not betting it, man. If he goes out there and wins, and I'm happy for him, and all that. But I can't do it, man. There's another dog in this card that I'm more confident in, and we'll talk about my other bets later. But anyways. I think this is going to be a very close fight, and I feel like it's going to go to the scorecards. And, Magny's a good fighter. He really is. But I think the momentum that Max Griffin has right now, 3-fight winning streak, is in the best form of his career. I feel like it's a very close fight. Like, Magny's not going to go out there and knock him out. I don't think Magny's going to go out there and out-grapple him. I feel like the grappling's super close. I think both guys can get takedowns here. I actually think Magny has the cardio advantage, so that's definitely one thing that why I'm staying away, because Griffin does slow down in his fights. Magny has some of the best cardio out there. I mean, his cardio is elite. He has more volume than Max. He's, the bigger dude. He has 80-inch reach advantage, 4-inch reach advantage. So he definitely can pick apart Griffin. I think Griffin's more durable. I think Griffin needs to pressure him. He has a good right hand, a good jab. But I definitely think that, the jab of Magny is good. I think Magny, like I mentioned, the grappling's close, the striking's close. Like, it's hard to really say who has the advantage. I said that Magny has a cardio advantage. I'll give him that. I think Griffin has the durability advantage, but on the feet, Magny has more volume. I think Griffin probably has more power. I think they both can get takedowns here. They both can get taken down. So it's a very close fight, but with the line, I got to go with Max. I think the line should be more close. I think Max, I think maybe Magny should be minus 150. So I'll go with Max Griffin with a very close split decision, but I'm not going to bet it. So next fight, we got my first bet of the night. So we got Mark Diakiese versus Slava Sportchev. So I'm sure just from saying this, people might think I'm going to go with the underdog here. But one thing I'm going to say real quick, because I do like betting underdogs, and that's kind of my gimmick around here. I'm an underdog better. But I will bet on favorites if I think the line should be a lot steeper. And this is one of those situations. I think the Slava should be 3-1, maybe even past that. I mean, I'm really confident in him here. I think Slava is the better fighter. I do think that Mark Diakiese has the more experience and all that stuff. But if you look in this fight and watch tape and break it down and stuff, and I'm not even talking about stylistically yet, because we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I mean, Mark Diakiese is only 29 years old, but this guy is 100% guys on the decline. And I like fading guys on the decline. The guy's 2-5 in his last 7 fights. So, I mean, that is not a good look right there. I know it's against, decent competition, but, I mean, if you're going out there and getting dropped against Rafael Alves, in the first minute and then getting submitted, and you're going out there losing against guys like Nasrat Hakaretz, like who's this guy beating, dude? Like, who is he really beating? He's beating Timu Pakulet. He's beaten, let's see real quick. All right, so he's beaten. So his best win is probably Venata, who's a 45er. He beat Duffy. He beat Frankie Perez, Timu. So, I mean, and a lot of people I think are really diving in this fight about, oh, well, he went to decision with Rafael Khizriev. Oh, he won the 3rd round against Rafael Khizriev. Guys, Khizriev dominated him so bad in those first 2 rounds that he took the round the round 3 off. Like, I don't really put a lot of stock into that, because Slava is a very good striker. Khizriev's a great fighter. He's definitely the better fighter than Slava. I'm not saying he's not, but he took that last round off, man. I mean, he's 2-5 in his last 7. That's I don't know why a lot of people are so confident in him. Like, I get it. He has the grappling advantage here, and he has more experience and stuff, but Slava has over 300 kickboxing amateur fights. Like, dude, Slava on the feet here is so much better. Like, Mark is just so, timid and, slow starter, and he does not throw a lot of volume. Like, Slava has way more volume. Slava has very good boxing. His body work, dude, is, really good, man. The way he rips the body, good left hook. He has a speed advantage. He has a striking advantage. So I will give Mark the grappling advantage. But one thing about Mark that I don't like is his cardio is not that good. And it's not like he's a grappler. It's not like he's this great, wrestler who takes down guys every fight. Like I love, like he has it in his back pocket, but his gas tank already sucks. And the fact that he's going to go out there and shoot takedowns and Slava's going to get back up, he's going to get tired. I mean, Slava's get up game is good. I get it. His takedown defense isn't the best. He's been taken down against Chris Duncan and Dakota Bush, but they didn't do anything with it. So like people are acting like Diakiese going to go out there and like be a D1 wrestler and just dominate him on the mat. I don't see it. On the feet, yes, Slava's a better striker a lot. I think the advantage is, huge for him. But another big reason why I like Slava Klaus in this fight is kind of like we mentioned earlier is, the heart, man. I don't think Diakiese is one of those guys, man. When the going gets tough, we see this guy quit. I get it. He won 3 rounds with Khizriev, but I mean, when the going gets tough, he quit against Dan Hooker. When the going gets tough, he quit against Ivy Alves. I mean, he got dropped with in the first minute, dude, with like a knee and stuff. I mean, dude, if Slava hurts this guy one time, dude, I can see this guy like giving up. This guy does not like to get hit. And I get it. He's never been finished, by strikes. He's been subbed twice. And I actually bet Slava Klaus. So I bet Slava Klaus 3.25 units at -145. And I put 0.25 by sub. I get it. He's probably going to get a KO and all this, but and I know we've never seen him by submission. Like, he's never got a sub, but dude, I can see Diakiese shooting sloppy and getting sub. I would not be surprised. And at that plus 2,000 line, I had to do it. But yeah, I got the guy who's the faster guy. I think I got the better striker. I like his movement a lot. One thing about Slava is we've seen him get hurt in his fights and we've seen him dig deep, and the guy has really good chin and he has really a lot of heart. And that's one thing. I don't think Diakiese has the heart, man. He doesn't. He gets hurt and he just quits, dude. So I think Slava's going to go out there and finish him early in the fight. I get it. We haven't seen Slava really extended yet, but I definitely think that he can win a decision here too. But I think he puts away Diakiese. I think Diakiese is going to get hurt in the fight, whether it's to the body, whether it's that straight left, which is probably Slava's best strike besides his body work. Like, it's not like Slava has just a straight left like Dana Batageral. I mean, Slava has nasty fucking body work, a nasty left hook, good right hand. I mean, the movement, the guy's striking just really good. You can tell this guy has over 230 or, 200, 300 kickboxing fights. So I'm very impressed with this kid. And I get it. He's, 6-1, 30. Like, a lot of people are saying he's only 6-1. Like, why is he the favorite? He's the favorite because he's a lot better than Mark Diakiese, guys. I mean, the guy has so much kickboxing background, and I definitely think this guy's the real deal. And I don't think – he has a good jab, too. I don't think Mark Diakiese is that good. I mean, we've seen him before. We've seen him for a long time. When's this guy going to break out? He's 5-5 in the UFC, 2-5 losing streak. Like I said, 2-5 in his last 7. His 73-inch reach advantage. So I think he has, a 4-inch reach over Slava? But Slava's going to pressure him. Slava's going to do his thing. He took down Duffy 3 times, took down Mando 4 times. He will take down Slava, but he's not going to be able to control him. So I'm going to go with Slava Klaus going out there and finishing him. And, I want to pick him by KO really bad. I think he's going to get a KO. But since I bet him by sub, I say Slava's going to hurt him really bad, hurt him in the body. Mark's going to shoot very sloppy and get submitted with a Darce. I'll go Slava round 1, Darce choke. So those are my bets so far. We got 3.25 units Slava, -145, and 0.25 by submission. Next fight, Latifi, let's go, Oleinik. Yeah, man. I mean, this is a great fight. I'm probably gonna have to go with I got Latifi here. I think Latifi's just gonna be really hard to take down. He's never been taken down. I think that he's way faster, better striker. I mean, I don't like parlays, but you can definitely think about Latifi in a parlay piece. I'll go with Latifi here. Next fight, we got Askarov, Kaikar France. This is a close fight. I actually thought about picking Kaikar France here and betting him, but man, this Russian Askarov guy is really good, like really, really good. And you know how I love Russians and stuff. Slava, shout out to Slava. But yeah, this Kaikar France fight's very close because this is a pure striker versus grappler matchup. I definitely think that Askarov has good striking. But I think that Kaikar France is the better striking. Obviously, Askarov has the better grappling. Askarov, is one of those relentless grapplers. He's going to take down Kai. We've seen Kai get taken down before. Bontrain took him down and kind of controlled that round. So if he can do that, I definitely think Askarov can do it because Askarov's a way better grappler than him. So Kai has a speed advantage. And it's one of those fights, man, where it's. I think it could be close, but I got to go with the guy who I think is a better grappler. So I'll go with Askarov. Next fight, we got Matt Brown, Brian Barbarena. Yeah, this is a great fight. This is a close fight too because man, if I just knew that because Matt Brown is just oh man, it's one of those things where the age definitely worries me, and he's 9 years older. He's 41, and he's so weak in the body, man. And they're both weak in the body actually. The more I think about it, but I do think Barbarena is more durable, and I do think Barbarena is declining. Though they're both on the decline, but this is one of those matchups where I think Matt Brown is the better striker. I think he's the better grappler, but I think Barb has the better cardio, and I think Barb has the better chin. And Barbarena has not been looking good at all. Jason Witt legit took him down at will and ran some good fights in the feet. Barb had a very close decision with Darian Weeks, and Barb wasn't looking that good earlier. Barb gets better throughout the fight, and that's one reason why I'm not betting this fight, because Barb has a lot better cardio than Matt Brown. Matt Brown slows down a lot. And I think Matt Brown's going to go out there and take Barb down to kind of control him, but he's going to slow down, man. He's not a grappler. He has it in his back pocket. He has a grappler advantage, but he's a brawler. These guys are going to brawl. And I definitely think that Barbarena has more heart. I definitely think he's more durable. But I said Matt Brown's a better striker. I think this is going to be a dog fight, one of those really, really good fights. So, yeah, everyone's picking Brown here, and, I'm going to pick Matt Brown, but I'm not confident. I think Barbarena is definitely alive, and I definitely think Barbarena could win this fight. But Barbarena's oh, man, it's just it's the grappling to me, dude. He just gets taken down. Matt Brown could definitely just take him down here and mix it up and all that stuff. But, yeah, I'll go with Brown, but I'm not confident. I definitely think Barbarena could definitely win this fight. So, co-main event. We got Joanne Wood, Alexa Grasso. Yeah, I'm going to go with Wood. Just kidding. My bad. I'm going to go with Grasso. I think Grasso's a better fighter right now. I think that she'll win a decision. She's the better striker. I don't think Calderwood can go out there and out-grapple her. So, yeah, this is a pure striker fight, so I'll go with her. Next fight, we got Chris Daukaus versus Curtis Blaydes. So, yeah, this is a good fight. And, man, this is another one of those fights where I'm picking the dog, and I'm actually going to pick and bet Chris Daukaus. I'm sure everyone out there is picking Blaydes and all this stuff, and I get it. People are going to throw their shade and say that I pick Daukaus every fight and all this stuff. But honestly, I do agree that Blaydes should be the favorite, but I think it should be a pick-em fight, bro. I definitely think Blaydes should be minus 150, minus 160. Dude, why is Daukaus plus 350 in this spot? I get a lot of people saying, oh, because he was so scared against Derek Lewis and stuff. Dude, that's Derek Lewis. This is a pure striker versus grappler matchup, and Daukaus actually has advantage in this fight. First off, Daukaus is a lot faster, and he's the way better striker. I get it. Blaydes is the better grappler and stuff, and, Daukaus, the last fight that we've seen him get taken down was against Sean T in 2015. He got subbed, but one thing that I haven't seen a lot of people mention is that the dude's physique in the past was he was really fat. He's lost a lot of weight, and we haven't seen Daukaus get tested yet in the UFC by grapplers besides Oleski, which he passed. Dude, I think this is going to be close, man. I don't see Curtis Blaydes going out there and dominating him on the mat. And Curtis Blaydes didn't even shoot a takedown against Derek Lewis. So if Blaydes goes out there and tries to bang with him, he's getting smoked. people are still forgetting that Daukaus is one of the best prospects in the division. I think just because Aspinall's been doing so good, everyone's talking about him, but everyone's sleeping on Daukaus just because he got smoked against Derek Lewis. Dude, this is a pure striker versus grappler matchup, and this is a very close fight. I don't get all the fucking everyone throwing shade on Daukaus here, saying this is Blaydes. Guys, you guys forget that Blaydes is super chinny. This guy does not like to get hit, and I get it. He has the best grappling in the division. He's a very good grappler. He can go out there and ragdoll dogs. I'm not saying he can't. Daukaus has a legit black belt and all this stuff. We get it, but we haven't seen Daukaus get tested yet, besides Oleski. And people are just saying, oh, because he got subbed and taken down against in 2015, he's gonna get loose here. That doesn't mean anything. That was a long time ago, guys, and now he's in a different fucking physique. He's in a really good shape. Dude, you guys see Daukaus in 2015? He was so fat and stuff. Now he looks really good. And one thing too, this is his first fight since he quit being a cop. So now he's full time. I like Daukaus here, guys. 1 unit plus 350. I had to do it. This line should be way closer. people are acting like Blaydes is going to go out there and just dominate this fight. This guy has a very bad. I'm not going to say bad. Okay, he's chinny though. Come on, guys. This guy's chin's bad. He does slow down too, so I do think he has a better grappling. But yeah, I'm going to go with Daukaus here, and I think everyone's going to be shut up or going to shut up out of this fight because this dude's striking is really good. He's a lot faster. I think he's going to really hurt Blaydes in the feet here. So I want to go with Chris Daukaus by KO. Let's get it, boys. So I got it. I got Chris Daukaus by KO. We'll go with my picks real quick. Yeah, people can say I'm biased all they want, but I think it's a close fight. I got Daukaus. I got Grasso. I got Brown. I got Askarov. I got Latifi. I got Slava. I got Griffin. I got Rosa. I got Gutierrez. I got Kezia. I got Fiorot. I got Nikolai, and I got Saldana. So there we go. Let's get it. Touch think he's going to win the Mecca tonight. Honestly, Touch has had a great season. He could, but I'm going to go with 2 cents. Yeah. So, and I will hold the money for Mecca 7 if Arkansas decides to do it. Yeah. So, shout out to Mr. Arkansas. I heard him last night say in the stream that I never shout him out, but I do shout him out. I do shout out the Mecca, but I do shout him out too. So, yeah, let's do it, man. Mecca 6 winner is going to be 2 cents. I do think that there will be a Mecca 7. I'm not going to pressure the guy, Arkansas. I do like the dude. But, yeah, I definitely think there should be a Mecca 7 because I'm going to hold the money again, and let's do it. We can make it a better season. So, Touch, good luck to you. Good luck to you, Ramirez. But 2 cents will be the winner of Mecca 6. And I will cash on Chris Daukaus and Slava. And, hey, if Slava wins by submission, you guys will see a fucking drunk bro picks coming on here live tonight. That's all I'm going to say. So let's get this, boys. Later.